Hello and welcome to the April 2021 update of Alter Aeon. I am Shadowfax, the voice of Alter Aeon. First of all, I'd like to recognize Morpheus for his hard work in running this year's Spring Festival event. It is our sincere hope that everyone who was able to participate had a good time. I probably won't be able to get the May update in before our next event, so I will announce it now. Our next event will be the Mayday mini-event, which will begin on Saturday, May 1st, and end on Wednesday, May 5th. It will once again feature the crashed starship scenario, with players battling it out with plant aliens with their mining spiders. Here are some changes made in March. Changes to Cleric spell groups, including the merger of Curses of the Mind and Curses of the Body in the Tribulation spell group, the restructuring of the No Evil and Undead Handling into the Inquisitor spell group, and changing the Unusual Curses spell group into Divine Wrath. Protection from Evil is now Protection from Demons. It is more limited in scope, protecting from demons, and to a lesser extent, undead and angels. This was a major change intended to address several places in the codebase where evil mobs were treated differently on account of the Protection from Evil spell. This included evil mobs doing more damage and having different experience calculations. A single defensive spell requiring the code to be wrapped around it was deemed unsustainable. There will be more adjustments to alignment in the near future. Advancing in the Scribes Guild now makes scribing scrolls less expensive as your rank increases. Flame Blade and Mystic Armament can now affect multiple pieces of carried ammunition if cast without a target. Cold damage from Ice Bolt, Frost Flower, and Chill Touch is now enhanced in watery terrain, though not to the same extent as Cone of Cold. The measure command now gives rough sizes for entities on the ground in addition to weight estimates. Stone Napping is now tied more closely to the Lapidary skill, relying on the Lapidary code to determine nappable stones instead of its own internal system. Archery Contest winners can now participate in the Archery Contest, but they cannot win it as long as their Bullseye Boon reward is active. Changes were made to crafted ranged weapons to make them more competitive. At the end of March, Morpheus and Jezrien updated the Cenari Valley. They fixed mobs so they should yield better experience, and added a few new mobs, equipment, and a couple of quests. This month, Morpheus plans on updating Kal Toresh, the Dwarf Village, and releasing the jungle area from the Death March. Drak is making improvements to the D-Client mapper, so that landmarks, banks, seaports, and shops show up on the mini-map. Plans to add guildmasters and teachers to the map are ongoing. D-Client music is coming soon. Drak's code is fully functional. We're just building up a library of tracks to play. Drak has been enriching areas on Slowy and Cordan, as well as adding content to the Great Library to reflect the world building in our ongoing Dungeons & Dragons campaign set in Alter Aeon. If you haven't heard them already, you can find a playlist on this channel containing dramatizations of all of our Dungeons & Dragons sessions so far. I'll talk more about it in our next update, but I'm going to give you a hint about the Summer Solstice event this year, and that its story will be based on the events that occurred during that campaign. One last thing, Denton's birthday is in a couple of days, so make sure to wish him a happy birthday. That concludes this monthly update. Archives and resources for our audio updates can be found at www.lawful-evil.org/videos. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more presentations like this one, or follow us on Facebook or Twitter. We invite you and your friends to come play this month with us on Alter Aeon, where every day is an adventure. Thanks for listening, and happy mudding, everybody!
Alteraeon.com. That's ALTERAEON.com.